So let's talk about adding images to your WordPress website. And the way that you add images is the same for either a post or a page. So for today's purposes, we're going to go through using a sample post here. I have this nice multi-paragraph post that gives us lots of space to work with. So we're going to go ahead in and edit it. There's a couple of different ways that you can add images. Let me back up a second. Everything that you add to your site, whether it's pictures or audio files or videos or PDFs or Word documents or things like that, any actual files that you're adding to your site is all going to be managed through this Add Media button. So if we want to add something, that if we click on that, it's going to take you to the Insert Media box. And this is, you'll see two tabs up here. So the media library is any images or files, other files that have already been uploaded to your site. These are things that maybe it's a PDF you've used before, a graphic, your logo, that kind of thing. It's things that have already been uploaded to your site. So you can just go to the media library tab, grab the picture you want, and insert it. If it's not something already on your computer, or I'm sorry, already on your website, you would go to the Upload Files and go to Select Files, and you're going to grab the one that you want. Let's see, advertising. Let me find some. Let's take this lovely tree line street, and we're going to go ahead and upload that. So that was a fairly simple process. As you see, we have them both checked here, and they're both showing up down here. So if I clicked Insert into Post right now, it would actually insert both of those pictures. So you want to make sure that only the picture you want to actually use is going to get inserted. Now, depending on the type of file that you have uploaded or that you're working with in the media library, the information that's over here under Attachment Details is going to be different. Since this is an image, these are all image-related options. So this is the actual file URL for the image. This is the image title. You can add a caption, and it may or may not show depending on your theme and the settings for it, but you can add it there. Alt text I always recommend that you add. Alt text is, so alt text originally, or mostly I guess, should be used for if people are using assistive technologies like screen readers or something. It's basically supposed to be a description of the image, because a screen reader can't tell them about the picture unless we tell it what to tell them, and that's what the alt text is for. It's also a great place, the alt text here is a great place to use your SEO keywords and things like that that you want to really try to capitalize on. So don't spam it, don't put a whole bunch of the same keyword in there and that kind of thing. Still make it useful, but it's a good place to put in your keywords. Then we're going to go down here to the attachment display settings, and this talks about how the picture is going to be displayed. So alignment is, your options are left, center, right, or none. I'm going to go ahead and put right for now, and we'll see what that looks like, and then we'll change it later so you can see what some of the other options are too. The link to generally defaults to the media file, and I will show you what that does, and I will also tell you why my general recommendation is to go with none. But we're going to leave it a media file now, so A, you can see what it actually does and why I don't like it, and B, how to fix it. The other option you have down here is size. Now, it's really important when you're working with especially images on a website to make sure that they are optimized for the best size that they're going to be used. As you can see here, this is a really high resolution picture that I have. It's 5600 pixels by 3700 pixels. My computer screen isn't even big enough to see that at its full size. So we obviously don't want to put that in the website at that full size. Depending on the max size of your picture, WordPress will automatically create usually several other versions, sizes of the picture. So we're going to go ahead and use the medium one. And what WordPress has actually done is cropped this picture to the 300 by 200 dimensions, and it'll use that version of the file so that we're not resizing the picture in the browser, which can be a performance risk. So now we're going to go ahead and click Insert into Post. And as you see, the picture is sitting over here on the right. And if I update this And then let's go refresh it and see what it looks like on the front side of it too. So this is what's floated. The picture is called is floated to the right or aligned to the right. And basically it sits over at the right side of the text. The top of the picture is in line with the top of the line wherever you put the cursor. So I had the cursor here before this lorem when I inserted the picture, and so that's where the top of the picture is. And then the text just wraps around it. Some other options for alignment are left and center and none, as we saw a minute ago. So let's say, and I'm going to show you how to change those now. So let's say that you actually, you picked right, but you actually want it to be left. Once you have inserted a picture into your WordPress post or page, and you click on it, you'll get these two little icons. The X would obviously delete it, which we don't want to do right now. The little pencil icon lets you edit some of the options. So you can add in your caption or your alt text here if you had forgotten to do so. Here's where you can change your alignment. So if we say left and update, as you see, the picture is now over here on the left. If we had said center, it will actually put the picture centered on a line by itself, and the text will not wrap on both sides of it, but will actually just get pushed down below it. And if we said none, it goes, the bottom of the picture goes in line with the text where the cursor was. So if we had inserted the picture down here, you see the bottom of the text. I did not do that, the one I wanted to do. So the bottom of the picture is in line with the text in that line as well. So generally left or right are the most common. Center can be used if you really want to call attention to the graphic, or if it doesn't look right, if there's not going to be enough space on either side of the picture for it to display properly. The other thing that I had said I wanted to show you how to edit is, so when we made this and we did that, when we inserted this and we did the link to, let me go back and show you real quick. Over here on the right where it had link to media file, which I said was the default. So basically what happens when you do that is if somebody clicks on the picture right now, it's just going to take them to a big version of that picture in the full-size version. And since the full-size version of this picture is fairly large, it can take a while to download. So we don't have the branding, you don't have your site around this. This is kind of, I don't know, not the best representation or not the best use of this, which is why I generally change this to none when I'm inserting. But let's say that you didn't do that. You already inserted the picture and you accidentally have it linked to the media file, and we don't want that. So you're going to go ahead and click on your pencil again, and you're going to go to link to here and say none. Okay. So let's say we had another picture that we wanted to link to our Facebook page. I'm going to use my logo here real quick. Let's make that left. And we want to link to a custom URL. So let's pretend for a minute. Well, here, we'll just link it to my website. Okay, so I have this picture and I want it to link to my website. It's floated to the left here. And if we go update it, and I'm going to update the front of this post. So there's my graphic, and if we click on that, it's going to take us to my website. Okay, so the one thing though, if you're clicking or linking people, off of your site, we don't always necessarily want them to leave your site completely. So if you're giving people a link to something that's outside of your website, what I generally recommend is that we make that link open a new tab or open a new window. And you would do that here. If you go in, click on the picture and go into the edit, we're going to go down to the advanced options and click on the little arrow to open that up. You just want to make sure you click here to open the link in a new window. So now if I click on it, and if I was to click on this link, you see it opened a new tab. So we're still on this website. It hasn't taken me out of this website, but it did also open up that other tab that we wanted to see. So that's the basics of working with an image. There's a couple of other things you can do. You can insert an image from a URL. So maybe this is an affiliate graphic that you have from somewhere, or a link to something on Pinterest, or whatever. You don't want to necessarily save it and then upload it to your site. You just want to insert it from a different URL. So I'm going to use this fun website called Lorem Pixel, which is Lorem Ipsum is placeholder text that was used by typesetters to check, font spacing and a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't really know. And I'll be perfectly honest about that. But so Lorem Pixel basically gives you some random sample pictures to use. So I can take this Lorem Pixel 400-200. I'm going to copy that link. And I'm going to come back in here and we're going to paste that. And basically what Lorem Pixel will do is randomize every time this is loaded. It's basically a different 400 by 200 pixel image. So we're going to insert, and as you can see, it's already a different image. And if we look on our website, it's here. So this picture, if we were looking at our media library, is not there. It hasn't actually been uploaded to your WordPress site. It's just been referenced from the URL where it originally sits. So that's the basics of working with images in a post or a page. But let's say you want to do something else with images. Let's say you have an image that you want to use in your newsletter, or to go with a Facebook post or something like that. It's not necessarily going to sit in a post on your site, but you want it to be hosted somewhere that you can use it. You can do that also through the media library over here. So if you click on media and go to library, this is going to show you, again, all of the files, not just images, but any PDFs or Word documents or audio files or whatever that have been uploaded through your site. If you wanted to get the specific URL for any of these, you would just click on it, and it brings up this attachment details window. And this URL here is the specific file URL for this picture. So you could use that to insert the image into your newsletter, or to post it onto social media or something like that if you needed to have it hosted somewhere else. As a little pro tip here, if you're doing a free report on your site and you're wondering how you host it so that people can access it, you would host it through the media library. So you could go to Add New, and let's go find the picture, find the file that I want. Dropbox. The free report that I have on my site. So now I've uploaded it to the site, this PDF. And if I was to click on the edit box here, I get my attachment details information. And this is the URL for that. So I could copy this link into MailChimp or whatever as the link for people to be able to download the free report that you've uploaded on your site and made available to them. Okay, so that's the basics of working with pictures and media and stuff like that. If you have any questions, please send me an email, go over to the Facebook group and leave a comment. Just let me know and I will try to help you as best I can. Thanks for watching. Bye.